Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, so what I was saying is the transition from the starter ships, you know, you start with the Latin ship, and then you can grab a what do you call it, Carrick, and it usually includes a transitional period where you pick up a couple of galleons. I'm trying to skip that period, skip straight over the galleons, straight to building the heavy galleons. But in doing so, I may have overstepped. I gave a little bit too much money to the shipbuilder to increase the industry. So here we go. We're going to stop. Port call, yes. Bordeaux. I still have limited crew. Where to, Captain? I'm going to go here first and sell the sugar. 52, 204, 10662. That's a good number. He's telling me to go to the inn for entertainment because at this point, with the fame I have, simply stock food. There is an available mission for me. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we'll do this, and then we'll do this. 2, 3. All right. The other thing I'm gonna do is sneak over to here and take a look and see what the industry is in this port now. It's been a couple of months. We've got 631, but they have not spent the money yet. Okay. You know, let's top them off. Let's invest and just give them the extra 259 to max it out. So now they have the max of 60,000 invested in their port. Okay. Now I'll go back here and I'll pick up porcelain and we'll sail on. So we'll load the Carrick. It probably won't be a full load of porcelain, but 168. Jeez. Alright. I should be carrying 490, but now every trip I have is reduced. It's a reduced trip. Alright. Alright, we'll head straight out. Come on, come on. Johnny, please stop! Mom's on the phone and I'm on the computer. Alright, we're gonna go all the way out. You guys are running around like maniacs. Mainly because they're not on their video games yet. Okay, here we go. Stopping back at Lisbon. Boom. Full call, yes. What's the volume for you guys? It feels a little bit quiet for me. I'm just going to turn mine up a little bit. Probably doesn't affect the desktop audio. There we go. Okay. We'll stop here and we'll do the Celaroo. This is actually an important step because we do need to destroy the local economy of Bordeaux in order to get those heavy galleons for cheap. So we're going to order sugar. I'll say yes, whatever. Oh, there it is, 420, maxed out. Good, good. Where to? Back to Bordeaux. It is a little redundant, but it's got to be done. So sail, yes. They're all lining up. This is the slowest part of the game right here, just waiting for your ship to sail out. I do have the chat window open if you have any questions. Alright, heading straight up, boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, and turn the ship. Boom. Eventually, when you start to get ready to fight, I sail north and go to, I think it's Oslo? Or maybe in Ireland, I'm not sure, but one of those ports just north of here, by 5 or 6 screens, has the Claymore, which is a sword that has A power for when people are attacking you hand to hand on your ships. So I just picked that one up. Alright. It's nice to have the Carrack fully stocked with 420 now. I think the galleons, they load 490, I think. So the Carrack is the perfect ship for this. We're at 27,000, and then we'll buy. Actually, just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it, let's go see what's going on with this. Excuse me. This port. View. Port. 876. So we still got some work to do, people. Still got work to do. I thought I might be lucky, but it didn't go all the way to 1,000. So what we're gonna do is buy porcelain and sail back to Lisbon. Porcelain, yes, 420. At least we're fully stocked on our trips now. And once you buy one heavy galleon, then you're in great shape. Sail, boom, bam. 15 days. Sailing out. A 21-year-old game, huh? Wow. This company was so good. The other titles that they made, even Uncharted Waters New Horizons was pretty good. It was a little bit less open world than this one, as far as the ports and stuff, but it had some mechanics in it that were also fun. I think there was like some kind of a dueling mechanic that was pretty cool. Like captain to captain, you could choose to duel and then just win right out. Which, using the emulators with the save state, you could win no problem. Things didn't go your way, just try again. So that was pretty fun. I suppose I'll go over New Horizons. I remember even less of New Horizons than I do of this one, but it's still a fun play. Alright, back here. Sell. Carrack. Porcelain. Boom. 34. Buy. Carrack. Sugar. Now, if you're ever inclined, you grab a bunch of firearms and you sail down to Santo Domingo, which is Hispaniola, and you sell the firearms and you buy coral, and you bring the coral back. Should be able to do it, I think you could get there in about 20 days, I think. It's tough to find it though. I don't remember the exact coordinates, so if I were to do that now it would be a little tricky. But I don't know, maybe. Okay, so sugar over here, plus 15 gold, interested, yes. The other thing you have to consider, and let's talk about this for a minute, is the storms and stuff. The central area that I'm in, just north of the equator, the Mediterranean climate is temperate. So you don't have an opportunity of running into any storms, of losing any ships. Now, if you sail just south of that entryway, just south of Seville, Spain, by, I don't know, 2 screens, 3 screens, you will eventually get in, the music will change, and you'll get into a position where storms can occur, and your ships can get lost at sea. You'll lose crewmen. Now, all this can be negated by having a figurehead on your ship. Figureheads, they increase the luck of your ship, they decrease the likelihood of storms, and they drastically decrease the likelihood that you will lose a ship at sea, based on any of those criteria. So after you build your heavy galleons, you definitely want to go get the Neptune figureheads on them. And they sell them in Seville. We can get there, 2 trips will do it for your whole fleet. They're expensive though, I think they cost 32,000 each, so they're super expensive. But worth it, because you'll rarely ever run into a storm once you're using the Neptunes. Okay, so sell, Carrack, sugar, 420, we're at restock the food and water. Restock food. You always jump out and you restock, and then you go back in and buy. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, I think. There we go. And then water. We're going to load up on that. We'll go full 27. Alright. And now we're going to hit this guy up. We're going to fill. Carrick. Porcelain. Sure. 420. How much gold we got left? Unfortunately, it doesn't flash the gold, which it would be nice if it did, so I could see real quick what the number is. Invest. Something must be. Yep, we got enough, so boom. And then leave. I think I'm going to go ahead and give him another 10,000 too, actually. Let's go back in here. Port. 10,876. And you know, we might be able to score it without giving him the full 60,000. I don't know if I want to run that risk, but maybe I'll save state just before just a couple days beforehand. And if necessary, I'll dump a few extra bucks in there, that kind of thing. So right now there's 20,000 in there. I'm kind of thinking 30 or 40,000 will do it. I don't need the full 60 in order to get the industry up to 1,000. So that I can build the heavy galleon ships, the best ship in the game. Alright, so sail. Preparations are complete, 25 days. When the time comes for that, I'm going to go to Lisbon and buy a bunch of sugar and come to Bordeaux and sell it, and then I will not buy porcelain. I will go back to Lisbon, I'll buy a bunch of sugar, and the whole objective is to get their economy down to 50% rate, which means I will be buying the ships for half price, even though they're brand new ships. It'll save a lot of money. It'll be worth the extra trip. Now that I'm out on the water, let's see what's going on. Order, distribute, Marco, what's his loyalty at 91? 91, there you go. And then order, distribute, who else we got? Miguel? I don't know if it's based, okay, this Miguel guy here, I don't know if it's based on his character traits of the class of character that he is, you know, in the computer code, or if it's based on how much money you give him, but when you have him in command of a ship, his loyalty tends to degrade, at least faster than the other ones, I've noticed. Jose too will also degrade faster. I don't know why, they do it. Which is fine, because when you're sailing around, like you see a ship and you sail at it and you attack it and take their money, you get a whole bunch of stuff. Unfortunately in this game you can't capture ships, which is a big bummer, but you'll get thousands of gold, you'll get to take all of whatever they've got on their ships with you, and you'll get just a myriad of necklaces and pearl this and silver that and whatever. You can sell those too. So you won't have any money problems. In fact, there will be times where you'll be giving your mates 1,000 each, and you just keep giving them thousands and thousands. As you're approaching a fleet you're going to attack, because you know that fleet is going to give you more thousands, and then you just can't hold it all. It's pretty cool. Okay, so sell, Carrick, porcelain, 420, boom, 34,000, and buy, let's see, the Carrick, sugar at 14, yeah, 420, okay. Fortunately, I only have the one ship. September 22nd, so this is going to be the one where I'm going to determine exactly how much money I have to dump into Bordeaux to get to the 1,000 industry and build a heavy galleon. And once I get the heavy galleon, I'm fixing to have an 800 cargo hold space. So this whole operation will go much faster once you have a ship or two that have cargo of 800. 100 men, 100 guns, and 800 cargo. Here's another funny thing, the galleons, as they're configured, I think they have 160 for crew, and then what, maybe 60 for guns? I don't know, but a standard used galleon has almost 50 or 60% more crew than the ones I assign when I build a heavy galleon. The problematic thing is, if you go too heavy and too high on crew, you're burning fuel real fast. If your crew is too high, then you're going to need to carry a lot more food and water, and that's going to burn up your bottom line. Okay, so first things first, let's go sell all the sugar. Sell. Carrot, sugar, 420, boom, 50,000. And then, let's, I think they're still sitting at 20,000 here, so what I'm going to do is, I am going to save state. Maybe a little tricky about this. And then I'm going to put, what do I have? 39? Gosh, I don't want to give me so much. I wonder if I can get away with just doing 10,000. Because I still have to sail back and forth. Still have the audio way higher than the voice audio. Got it. Okay, let's fix that for you. Thanks for the tip, man. Alright, I turned that down to about half of what it was. Where to, Captain? Okay, so I'm going to take a look at the port here. And we're going to do view, and it's going to be port. See, they're at 876. I only need like 130 to get up to 1,000. So we got a save state situation here. I'm just going to go ahead and wait this out. In order to do that, here's how you can just burn some days. You can wait, or you can just come in here, take a look around, tip one time, and then leave. That'll waste a day. Put me with what, the 29th? Alright, let's just go back up here. Tipper again. King wants to see me? Sure he does. Doing the first mission for the king is critical, because then you get granted access to the palace. Oh shoot, the game is totally on. Gosh. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that. Desktop audio should be right about there. Alright, hopefully it's not completely gone. Thanks, Fargo. Alright, so I'm going up here, September 30th. Let's see here. And then we'll do another tip. We'll just tip her. I'm wasting some days right now. I want to see if the 30,000 that I have invested in the industry could get me that extra 130 points to max out to 1,000 industry. Here we are, October 1st. Let's go over here. We'll take a quick look. View, port. Yep, 1,000. That was perfect. Okay, so now I can, I'm not going to be able to build a heavy galleon on this trip because I'm running real short on funds, but I will be able to build one in the next trip. Porcelain, yes, 7. I'm also going to have to go ahead and destroy the economy here too. And while I'm back in Lisbon, I'm going to talk to the king and probably engage in the first mission. 15 days, here we go. Okay, heading out. So Bordeaux is now prepared, it's prepped for building heavy galleons, which is the best ship. So the progression is I started with the very first ship, the Latin. From the Latin I bought a Carrack, and then I put Jose on that one. No, I put Marco on that one. And then instead of just getting more galleons or building a fleet of used ships, I decided to take a little extra time, a bunch of extra trips, and I put the money into Bordeaux to build their industry to 1,000, so I can from here just leapfrog right up to the heavy galleons. Little extra time. Not too bad though. Those used galleons were kind of annoying. Here's the deal with the used galleons. Lisbon doesn't sell them. So that means that you have to go to Seville in order to get the used galleons. But the problem with that is Seville's economy is still 100%, which means that used galleon is going to cost you about 22,000. Give or take, I'm just guessing, but right about there. Well, why would I do that when if I go through the effort, I put in what was, I've invested about 90,000 in Bordeaux to get the heavy galleons. If I just pay the 90,000 early now, I can probably get those heavy galleons for cheaper than 22,000. At least that's my thought process there. Alright, so Carrack, porcelain, sell the 420, we're at 41. I'm gonna buy Carrack, sugar. Yes. As you can see, because it's at 12 now, it's seriously destroyed. How long do I have to do the king's mission? Meet king. What we got here? Looking all over for grain. That's one of the easiest ones. I think you can buy grain in Antwerp. Is that true? Man, I can't remember. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and go do that. The one place where you can get grain that I'm absolutely sure you can get it is, well, I'm second guessing myself. I think I can get it in Algiers. Let's see. I want to restock because it's going to take me a second to get there. So we're going to go food for the anvil. It's going to be what? 21? Yep. Okay. And then we'll do water. Anvil. 21. And then we will sail. Preparations. 25 days. We're going to go down to Algiers. I've already been there because I picked up Miguel, but I'm going to get this grain for the king. Let me think for a second here. Yeah, I better do the king. I better do what the king wants. This is the very first mission. It allows you access to the palace and your savings account. It also gives you the it opens up the possibility of bringing gifts and whatnot to profess your love to the princess. Because ultimately, as you know, or as you may have known, the end game for this is the princess is kidnapped. And you have to sail out, defeat a fleet, and rescue her, and then live happily ever after. I think that was kind of an easy way for them to wrap up the end game on this. Alright, let's take a quick look here. I'll see who's on me. I did spend 1,000 to buy the telescope. Alright, so here we go. There's Texas again. I'm just heading, I'm just passing Seville. If I go this way, you'll see that Seville is right here. Seville, Spain. That's where you go to buy the Neptune figureheads once you've got your heavy galleons all outfitted. I wouldn't sail out there. I wouldn't go too far south to where the music changes without the Neptune figureheads. You don't want to lose a heavy galleon. They're expensive. Yeah, it's going to cost 32,000 to get one, but it's worth it. The most annoying part is you can't do it in one trip. You load up all your ships with sugar, you buy like maybe 2 or 3, and then you go back and load up your ships again, and then you buy the other 2. Okay. Come on now. Heading down. There we go. Alright, port call. My sailing skills improved, that's a positive. So here's where we're going. Okay. The trading house is always in the same place no matter which port you're in, as you may have seen. 55, buy for the Carrick. Oh my goodness. The joke's on me. Alright, it wasn't here. That's fine. The grain is available in Mallorca for sure, so we'll go there. It's about 3 screens away. Sicily is where we're going. I'm absolutely sure it's there. And actually, you might be able to get a guy there. His name is Americus. I think he's got like a battle and sail skill of 5. Looks more like an artist, really, with the kind of hat he's wearing and stuff. But he's alright. His loyalty doesn't degrade very quickly at all, so he is a good mate to have on hand. Alright, so that's 1 screen away. Second screen, there's Tunis. I think they have grain too, but I'm just not going to bother. I'm not going to bother with something I'm not sure of. Let's go like this, because you're going to bump right into it. Boom. And 3 screens away. Alright, here's the port that I was looking for. Debark port. Yeah. We're going to buy the grain here. There we go. Straight up. And buy Carrick. Grain. Sure, we'll take all of it. And just for the fun of it, it doesn't cost you a day, so I'm going to go in here, take a look, find mates. Nobody here, alright. As long as you don't interact with anybody in the inn, it doesn't cost you a day. I'm going to restock food. 21, yikes. Just give me 10. I don't want to waste any money. Water. And 10. Sail. 18 days. It's the mission for the king. It's kind of a necessary evil. It has to be done, and I mainly wanted to unlock my savings account. By end game, you'll have hundreds of thousands in the savings account. Alright, down, down, straight out. Okay. Let's take a quick peek and see who's out there. Look, inspect, send the telescope up. Alright, who we got? El Drago. Yeah, he's a pirate. We're gonna stay away from him. I don't know who he's searching for, but it ain't gonna be me. Not today. I have one ship. Here's another fun fact. Your very first ship that you get, that little Latin, it's equipped with culverin cannons. It also has a figurehead. It's outfitted. In fact, it's weird that this guy wanted to start his own trading business, but he bought the cheapest ship and outfitted it with all this stuff. When if he had more business sense, he would have bought 2 ships that were not outfitted with cannons or figureheads or any of that junk. But what have you. Still gonna make it past El Drago here. He's probably gonna try and sink me. Come on. Don't talk to him. Don't talk to him. Okay. We're scooting. Let me get my earpiece in so I can see what the sound is like. Do we need any more sound adjustments? I'm double checking because I don't hear the game music anymore. Did we lose sound here? Debark port call, yes. Yeah, I'm not hearing any desktop audio. Are you guys getting the audio on the volume on here? Desktop audio coming through? No, it is not. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save game.